February of 2002, you're witnessing a dynasty, and here we are in 2024 witnessing yet another dynasty. What are some of the similarities you see between the Kansas City Chiefs, led by Patrick Mahomes, and the Patriots, led by Tom Brady?
Yeah, the similarities are plentiful. First of all, it takes a strong organization to do it. I just don't feel that bad organizations win championships, because generally if you have a bad organization, somebody gets in the way. So somebody just screws that thing up. So Kansas City, good ownership with Clark Hunt and the Hunt family. They obviously have a Hall of Fame head coach and Andy Reid, and then Patrick Mahomes. So the infrastructure is good, and a good general manager. And I think the other similarity with the Patriots, but they've kind of turned it around. See, the Patriots, in the very beginning, it was Brady, game manager, and then Brady evolved into this, hey, I'm going to throw for 4,000, 4,500 yards in the season, 30, 40 touchdowns. Patrick Mahomes started that way. And in the first Super Bowl, that was his profile. If they win this Super Bowl, his profile is the guy who was able to go on the road in the conference championship, get them 24, 25 runs, kind of play Baltimore's game in Baltimore's house, and they scored 17 points to get to the Super Bowl. So he's kind of been a manager, but a brilliant game manager. So if they can get three, and Mahomes not even 30 years old, yeah, watch out. They're going to be around for a while.
Before we dive deeper into the Super Bowl matchup, one great thing I love about your show is that it's digital, right? It's going with the times. Yeah. But as we just saw earlier this week, you have three major companies joining forces to form one streaming service. How do you think that's going to change the landscape of media as we know it?
Well, I actually think that's a positive thing of all of them getting together, because everybody's doing streaming and they're doing content. So we're NBC, Peacock, we're great at content. Other streamers are great at content. Distribution is a different story. And so what they're doing is kind of bringing their content to one place to be distributed. I think that's smart. And I think it's good. I think we can all learn from it. And as long as people don't lose jobs, I'm happy about it.
There you go. And for young people looking to get into media, right, we're a college radio station, yeah. WRHU. So can you look into that camera and give your best piece of advice for college broadcasters?
My best piece of advice, I'm telling you, you may not believe me when I say this, excellence never goes out of style. Being prepared, being thoughtful, being good at a lot of things. Like, you're good at a lot of things, I can tell. Okay, you got to be able to speak well and summarize the stories that you're working on. You got to be able to report those stories. You got to be able to write those stories. You've got to be adaptable to things that are happening, but your excellence will carry you a long way. Your excellence and your thoughtfulness. I promise you that. I really do.
I know you're a busy guy, so let me get your Super Bowl prediction before I let you go. I know it's going to be a tough one. Look, these are two different teams that have had very different journeys here, right? Patrick Mahomes, more of a game manager in the sense that he hasn't been as dominant. It's been led by the defense, and San Francisco has been a top team all year. What's your gauge on the matchup?
I don't think it's all that tough. I think Kansas City wins by 13. I got 30-17. 30-17 Kansas City.
Why is it so simple for you?
I think they have really, I think they have figured out in this playoff run, and not even before the playoffs started, they figured out what they need to do to win, and they have diagnosed beautifully their opponent's weaknesses. So look at what they did to Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. Now, Baltimore was complicit in that a bit by not sticking with the run, but they held an explosive offense to 10 points. They were able to control, after having some problems early against Buffalo, they were able to control Buffalo in the second half. They shut down Miami in that cold weather game. So defensively, they're outstanding. I think they will give Brock Purdy fits. No shade to Brock Purdy, but I think they're going to give him a hard time defensively. And then offensively, in San Francisco, in games against Green Bay and games against Detroit, they were able to recover after some really sloppy stretches. They have some sloppy stretches against Kansas City. Kansas City's going to make them pay. And I expect that to happen.
Host of Brother from Another on Peacock. It is, I can't say Mr. Michael Holley. It is just, it is Michael. It is Michael.
Hey, man, it's a pleasure to talk to you, too. Like, listen, you are witnessing. Let me tell the camera this. Hey, remember this. Remember this name. Remember this face. Famous famous in like 5 years. Watch.